Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway, though under lights for the Daytona Duels. These two duel races will set the lineup for the Great American Race. 56 drivers were on the entry list. 35 were locked in though, another 2 are locked in via qualifying. But there are still 19 drivers that need to race their way into the 500, and there are some big names looking outside that need to race their way in. To kick things off, let's look at duel number 1 by looking at some drivers lost for before we start our first duel. So, Daytona final qualifying was on a Wednesday, and out of all the people to win it, it was Cameron Perkins. Yes, the guy who usually starts at the rear field in all these types of races, won the pole for the Great American Race. I believe it's his first pole since 2020. Jeez, it's been a while since Perkins started on pole. Looks to be good all day though on the Great American Race. He will drop to the rear of the field, drop the green flag, just stay out of trouble and not damage his car, because if he does crash his car during duel races, he will not be starting the front, but have to start at the rear of the field. So, to play it safe, Perkins will drop to the rear of the field when this race will start. Ryan Blaney starts third today. He won the Clash last week, and he has momentum coming into the duel races and basically the rest of the speed weeks. And there's something else that Ryan Blaney can do as well. He has the chance to do something that has never been done before. Become the first driver to win the Clash, the duel race, and of course, the Daytona 500s. No one has ever done it before, and Ryan Blaney thinks he can do it. He's pretty good at these types of speed races, so let's see if Ryan Blaney can do the triple. Go in the duel race first before winning the 500. And finally, the lone open car that will be locked in 500 is Corey Heim. Starts mid-pack. He doesn't have to worry about. He's locked into 500 already due to qualifying speed, so he can just kind of race around and do whatever he wants. Though he obviously needs to finish the race if he wants to get a good starting slot. Let's see what Corey Heim's do today here in duel number 1. Now let's head down trackside for your commands.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the engines come to life for the first time tonight here at Daytona, let's take a look at your starting line for the first duel race here at Daytona. Row 1, that's your pole steer 500, that's 6th winner Cam Perkins, and on time is the 22 of Joe Dogano. Row 2 is your Clash winner from last week, the 12 of Ryan Blaney, and on time is the guy he beat by in that race by 4 1,000 per second, that's Kyle Busch. Row 3 is the 21 of Josh Berry and 24 William Byron, followed behind in row 4 is the 38 is Zane Smith and the 43 of Eric Jones. Right in the top 10 of row 5, that's the 16 of AJ Ullman and the 5 of Kyle Larson. Row 6 is 60 of Ryan Preece and the 14 of Riley Herbst. Row 7 is 47 of Rick Snaps Jr. and the first open car locked in 500 just by qualifying speed, that's the 35 of Corey Heim. Row 8, the first of the open car that needs to race 500, and that's Montreux Jr. trying to make his final start in the Season 1 Cup Series Tricon Garage. The ultimate is the 17 of Chris Buescher. Row 9, it's 48 of Alex Bowen and the 77 of Carl Hulsford. Behind row 10, 2 more open cars. The 29 of Harrison Byrne, he's got a race around the 500, that's Kevin Alcobra's first race. We'll try and make Kevin Alcobra's first race. And the 7 of Justin Haley, yes, Haley is an open car and will need to race his way into the 500. Row 11, that's the 01 of Corla Joy, now Rick for racing full-time. Well, trying to be full-time, he needs to make the 500, he's an open car. And the 41 of Cole Custer. Row 12 is the Rick Ware row. Cody Ware, he's back in the series, he's full-time, he's locked into 500. The guy isn't locked into 500, that's 15 of Garrett Smithley. Row 13, Elio Castroneves, he's casually locked in, he does have a visional, but still needs to race 500, as if he doesn't, he will need to use that visional, and if he does, he will not be scoring any points or any purse money in the race. Alongside him, that's the returning of Casey Mears back in the series. Welcome back, Casey Mears. 14, 2 more open cars, 7 of BJ McLeod and the 50 of Jeb Burden. They are ran out duel number 1's field. As a here you race fast for duel number 1. You've got 28 drivers, 6 laps, 10% chance to rain. Duel 1 will set the inside lane for the 500. Karen Perry, like we said before, starts on pole for this race and the 500, like we said before. And we're ready to get duel number 1 started. As the pace car heads down the pit road, Perkins and Logano on the front row. Here we go, green flag is in the air and duel number 1 is underway. Logano leads lap 1 here on duel number 1. Ryan Blaney again those treats for on the middle lane after Perkins dropped back early on. There's a little fly by the fields that come off the tri-oval. 4 wide further back. Cameron Perkins dropping back early on. Obviously, like I said, dropping to the rear of the field. There's a third lane Roman further back led by Alex Boyd and Harrison Burnham, by the way. But that's just outside of top 15. Ryan Blaney is caught up to the bundle of Joe Logano. He wants the race lead here at Daytona. William Byron right behind him in third. Zane Smith right behind him in fourth. He had a pretty good qualifying around the 500s. Byron drops down low in the low lane, going with Kyle Busch. Riley Hurst now leaves that top lane. They are just about to crack inside the top 10. That third lane is rolling up top. They got Burton, Corey LaJoy, Cody Ware, and Elliot Cash-Nevers trying to race their way into the 500. Here comes William Bye looking inside of Ryan Lane. That's for second position. Kyle Busch now coming. Here comes AJ Allmendinger now on that third lane. That ain't just cracked inside the top 5. And here comes the dinger. AJ Allmendinger trying to win Duel 1 here at Daytona. That'll be interesting if he could do that. Oh, and Kyle Busch gets up 4 wide. How is this going to work? Busch 4 wide in the middle. Somehow they're going to hang on to it. 4 wide mid-pack. It's going to be Zane Smith, however, that's going to get the worst end of it. He'll drop further back through the field. There are only 2 laps to go now in the duel. Joey Logano leads. Here comes William Bye. Look at the outside of Logano. Oh, and they split Logano 3 wide. Here comes Eric Jones down low. Help with Corey Hyman, Chris Buescher. Where did they come from? Side by side now, Max straightaway. Bye on top. Jones up high. There's the third lane rower. Now Ryan Blaney leaves that top lane. Help with Bowman, Burton, and Truex. Here they come. A white flag in here on Duel 1. It's Eric Jones to the point. Rolling by and trying to get that middle lane rolling. Corey Haim looking to the inside. Corey Haim, the open car. Could he win Duel 1? Down to Bash Ray, one final time. Jones, Byron, here, can he get a run? Allmendinger looking up high. Haim looking down low. It is not going to be enough. Off of turn 4. Eric Jones wins Duel 1 here at Daytona. How about that? Eric Jones hasn't won anything since 2019. Wins Duel 1 here at Daytona and will start third in the 500. How about that for Eric Jones? Good for him. Now look at open cars. He made the 500. Harrison Burns for Kevin Hart Incorporated. They're in the bigger Fed. Mind Trick Jr. as well. He'll get to make his final race with Tricon Garage. He gets to race the 500 one final time. Good race to him. And along with that, Casey Mears for Garage 66 gets in the 500. How about that? The underdog story, the return Casey Mears gets to run the 500. How about that? Big upset there. As Eric Jones celebrates his storm win on the front straightaway, unfortunately he can't do a burnout because he's got to save this car for the 500. Do you mind with that? Any car that does race in this duel race will run the 500 as well, so better save that car because it's a pretty good car for him. Here are your finished results from Duel 1. Jones gets to win. Corey Haim, the open car, is really locked in. Nearly won the bonus and finishes second. Allmendinger third, Byron fourth. Blaney, unfortunately, will not be doing the triple. He'll come in fifth. However, Eric Jones, Corey Haim, Allmendinger, Byron, and Blaney do score variable points since top 5 do score points in duel races. So good for him. Good variable points to kick off the season for them real easily. Busch is 6th. Cole Custer and Riley Harris, they're both Haas factory team cars, finishing 7th and 10th respectively. Good for them. Bowman 8th, Truex finishes 9th, first open car to make the show. Good for Mind Trick Jr. He gets to run the 500 one final time. As for the rest of the drivers, Corey Logano, who dominated the entire race, comes in P11, tough break there for him. Burton 12, he got into 500. Casey Mears right behind him in 13th, those guys got into 500. The first open car, surprisingly it's Elliot Cash-Nevers. He'll have to use that provisional to make the 500, so it'll be a 44th entry in the 500 now, not 43. Yippee, how's that going to play out? Unfortunately though, like I said in the pre-race show, he will not be able to score any points or score any personal money for him or the team, so he'll get to run at least. I guess that's something, I don't know. The real first open car to make the show is Jed Byrne. He finishes 20th, he'll not make the show in the 500. Along with Bijan McLeod, Garrett Smithley, Corey LaJoy, big name there, and Justin Haley, probably the biggest name to miss the 500. First run full-time in Spy Motor this year, it's not even make the 500, so big tough break there for him. And other drivers who just kind of struggled this duel race. Kyle Busch got split at 4 wide. He couldn't recover. Zane Smith also fell back. He did come and finish 17th though, which is decent. And Kyle Larson, I'm starting to get concerned for Kyle Larson during speed weeks because he has shown no sort of speed. It's just been right at the back in every race so far. That is very concerning, and it's starting to think, does this 5 team even have any speed this weekend? Because clearly they don't. And then Perkins finishes last, but hey, he's on the front anyway, so it doesn't matter for him where he finishes, so yeah. Anyways, that is it for Duel 1, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for Duel 2 after these quick short messages.
Hendrick.
Hey man.
Hey,
Did you hear Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer is now on HendrickCars.com?
you know it. It's a great way to find out what your car is worth from the trusted resource, and it's fast.
All you need to do is visit HendrickCars.com, enter your license plate number, answer a few questions, and your cash offer is ready.
I wonder how much we can get for one of Mr. Hendrick's Corvettes.
The Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer is available on HendrickCars.com now. Check it out.
Welcome back to Daytona NASCAR Speedway. We're about ready set to get Duel 2 underway here at Daytona, and with only 3 more spots left in the 500 field for the open cars, I would expect the racing to get a little bit more aggressive here in the second duel, like it usually does. Before we get into this duel though, we've got more drivers to look out for, so let's get into them real quick before we start the second duel race here at Daytona tonight. So So, starting on pole is the 20 of Christopher Bell. He'll start alongside Cameron Perkins in the Daytona 500, so he doesn't need to worry about where he finishes because he already knows he'll start on the front row along with Perkins. However, Bell did tell me that he'll still race up front. Unlike Perkins, who dropped to the rear in the first duel, he's going to stay up front and fight for points. Like I said before, in the first duel, top 5 finishes do score points. So Christopher Bell will like to win the second duel, because if you win the duel race, that's 5 extra points. So that could be key later on in the season. SVG, he's already locked into the 500. He's the second of the open cars who's locked in. He was actually the fastest of all the open cars locked into the 500. Again, he has nothing to worry about. He's already locked into 500. But hey, if you want to go out there and get a good position start in the 500, might as well. And finally, Parker Kligerman is racing for Perkins Incorporated's first race in the CST31 Cup Series. Perkins has selected Parker Kligerman to race here in the 500. I think Kligerman is a pretty good super racer in the CST31 Pro Series with Big Machine Racing. Let's see what Kligerman's do here today at Daytona. Let's head down trackside now for your commands.
Drivers, start your engines!
Say, why do we like tagging us to big man? You know what, let's just get to starting out before I start asking a question about that. Here's starting out for number 2. Row 1 is 20 Christopher Bell, 2 of Austin Cendric. Row 2, you got driver and owner, you got driver Bob Wallace, and Dexter's team owner, that's Denny Hamlin. Row 3 is the 34 of Todd Gillen, and next to him is the 71 of Mike McDowell, next to his old driver, by the way. Row 4 is the 19 of Chase Bristol, and the 6 of Brian Kozlowski, and right in top 10 of row 5, there's the Dillon brothers, Ty Dillon and Austin Dillon. Row 6 is the Trackhouse duo of Ross Chastain and SVD, the only co-locked into this event. Row 7 is the 4 of Noah Gregson, and the 42 of John Nemechek. Row 8 is the 45 Tyrek, and the first open car needs to race its way in, that's Jimmy Johnson. Row 9 is Adam Charles Smith, decent qualifier effort for him, though he still needs to race his way in the 500. Last minute is the 54 Ty Gibbs. Right now, top 20 in Red 10, it's 9 of Chase Elliott, not good qualifying for Elliott. And the 31 Parker Kligerman, trying to make Perkins Incorporated's first race in the CST31 Cup Series. Row 11, 2 more open cars, that's Abner Frodo and Roger Crew for the 5th Hendrick Motorsports entry. Followed behind in row 12, Daniel Swear with a horrendous qualifying run, had shifted issues during qualifying, sending him back to row 12, top break for him. He's next to the 40 of Justin Allgaier for Junior Motorsports. Row 13, 2 more open cars, Austin Hill on the 33 next to Brett Muff from returning Gaunt Bros Racing in the 96. And then right in third in row 14, it's the 52 of Joey Gase and the 44 of JG Ellie. Both of them are open cars. And here's your race fact for duel number 2. It's basically the same as duel 1, only this time we'll be standing up the outside lane instead of the inside lane. So without further ado, we're ready to get duel number 2 started. As the pace car pulls off into pit road, Bell and Cendric lead the field to the green flag. Duel 2 is underway here at Daytona. Cendric will lead the opening lap here on duel number 2. Denny Hamlin though roaring in the outside lane, but Cendric will block him. And that outside lane, interestingly, is rolling this time. Wasn't rolling in duel number 1, but here it is now rolling. I guess there's more grip up there now. That inside lane is not rolling. Third lane rolling. Here comes the 42 of Nemechek and the 84 Johnson Lacey Motor Club. They want to sweep the duels here at Daytona. That's not going to happen though. Here comes Kozlowski. He'll get that third lane rolling. He'll go challenge to the third position as Cendric and Hamlin get away from the main pack. But here comes Kozlowski rolling around the outside of Hamlin. He wants to challenge him for second. Going out Austin Cendric, his old car. Down the back straightaway, Nemechek shoving Kozlowski hard as the field rolls down a trouble back straightaway. Big crash. Hard into the inside wall goes one car. Abner Freighter's in it. Daniel Suarez, Chase Elliott, Roger Caruth, Joey Gase all pile up on the back straightaway, and the caution's out for the first time today. And there's quite a few open cars involved in this too, like Gase, Caruth, Alfredo. Brett Moffitt also involved as well. He's already taken that car to Roger. Too much damage, and I can tell that front end is all torn up. His day's done. He's not making a 500. Tough break for him. Looks like Elliott and Gase are going to get that car as we find and get going again. But yeah, big implications for like a Caruth and Alfredo trying to race Spain to 500. That hope Daytona 500 hopes are officially over after this wreck. Let's take a look at the replay and see what happened here. Type right hand your screen here. Looks like Roger just tried to come in front of Swab and just was not clear, and man, just got turned by it. Jeez, how did Olga make it for that? Barely. And here's the time Alfredo. Oh man, head on into the inside wall. Thankfully Alfredo got out of that race though, because that was a big hit he took there, man. Enormous hit. Good job of throwing it to my JG and Austin Hill make it for that wrap too, because that could be much bigger. And there's Caruth and Alfredo again. That car was towed away. 10 days are done. Tough break for them. Man, it's a simple mistake for Roger Caruth. You gotta learn this stuff and move up to the Cup Series, buddy. That's why he's getting a few part-time starts to see what he's capable of. But Yeah, just simple rookie mistake. It's going to cost him a 500 spot. Dennis Suarez also in the hook. His day's also done. Highest of highs, nearly win the Clash last week to the lowest of lows of DNF in the duel race. Looks like that team will go to a backup car, so tough break for Daniel. And then Joey Gates chases that car in a pit against compared to their cars. Not too much damage. I don't know how much speed Gates might have. He needs to race himself to the 500, but hopefully it's not too bad to take him out of the race. Hopefully he has enough speed to make it. We'll have to see. Elliott, he's already ultimate anyway, so yeah. So Roger Cruz caused a big crash in the back straight, taking out several drivers, turning the right up these quick commercial messages.
I think I have what it takes to be part of a NASCAR pit crew.
You?
Yeah, I mean, we keep Xfinity Internet fast and reliable at home and on the go. It's kind of like keeping cars fast and reliable on the track.
You thought that add coolant meant driving with your sunglasses on.
It doesn't make it cooler.
What's a jack?
Don't bring him into this.
I don't know, man. I mean, you asked if we could swap gasoline once.
Okay. I shouldn't be in the pit crew. I meant driver.
Maybe just stick to what you're good at.
Beep, beep. Look out.
Xfinity is your super fast connection to NASCAR.
Welcome back to duel number 2. Here's a quick look at your update cars. So Johnson and Kligerman, they're looking pretty good right now, racing themselves in. As we have them, Chad Smith last one in, Justin Allgaier those who's outside, Yearly Hill and Joey Gates though right near him, so this could be interesting for that last transfer spot. Emily's back to reset zone. We got 3 laps decided who's going to win duel number 2 here at Daytona. Sendek, Kozlowski, Hanlon, Nemechek and Jimmy Johnson inside the top 5. Here we go, green flags back out, only 3 laps here at Daytona. Good restart on the inside for Austin Sendek, thanks to Denny Hamlin, Kozlowski not so much, thanks to Nemechek. And it's going to have Sandra clear for the race lead. And Denny Hamlin also clear, and they need to make contact. Might have been a bit of contact. Kozlowski gets shoved out high and dry. Goodbye, Kozlowski. No drive now. He'll go to the tail end of the field. Sendek, Hamlin, Nemechek, Johnson now looking inside. Could Johnson win this duel race here at Daytona? He needs more help. There are only 2 laps to go. It's now the top 4 single file. Top 5, maybe top 6 with Ty Gibbs. All of them drop to the inside lane. You start thinking now, there's a lot of Toyotas up front. Do you think that pouncing Austin Sendek? He has led this entire race so far. There's about 6 or 7 Toyotas running up front as Ty Gibbs goes to the outside lane without Bubba Wallace. White flag in the air here at Daytona. Who buses moves out first? Through the tri-oval. Here comes Bell now. Looking outside. Hamlin will go up there with him, leaving the Nemechek out to dry. Here they come, racing their back straight one final time. They shoot the Toyotas. Sendek blocking high, blocking low. Well blocked from Sendek. Through 3 and 4 they come. Does Bell have one last run in him? No, he doesn't. Through the tri-oval, Austin Sendek is your duel 2 winner here at Daytona. How about that? Austin Sendek leads every single lap, but dominates duel number 2, and will start 4th in the Daytona 500. Congratulations to him. Now, unfortunately, though, this is not an official win for him. He's still winless. But hey, he won a duel race, so this is good momentum heading to the 500, so good for him. Now look at the open car. He's made the 500. Jimmy Johnson obviously made the 500. I mean, he was up front, like, the entire race. Like, he even ain't gonna win, so... Obviously, he's in the 500. Good for him. Along with that, Justin Allgaier and Parker Kligerman make the 500 field. Congratulations to him. Purgatory gets to make their first race in the biggest race of the season. Congrats to them. Justin Allgaier for Junior Motorsports gets to make their 5th career start. Good for them. Give a shout out to Justin. Give a shout out to Austin Hill. Nearly made it 4 wide at the end, but unfortunately couldn't get the job done since he had basically no draft now to help him. As Austin Sendek celebrates his duel 2 victory on the front straight over, again can't do burnout because he's got to see this car 500. He better do because it's a pretty good race car. He's got a good chance to win his first CS1 Cup Series race, and he could do it at the biggest stage of racing. Here he moves out from duel number 2. Austin Sendek gets the win. Like I said before in stage 1, his top 5 do get points. So that's Bell, Nemechek, Hamlin, and Gibbs. They ran at the top 5. Shout out to a lot of Toyotas as well. Quite a few Toyotas currently up front. Bell 2nd, Nemechek 3rd, Hamlin 4th, Gibby 5th, Wallace 6th. Johnson 7th, surprise, a good run for Johnson, and Briscoe 8th. Keep your eyes on Toyotas. That could be a good storyline heading into the 500. Kozlowski 9th, and Mike McDowell is the highest Chevrolet driver in 10th. Yikes, Chevrolet was not good in this duel. I mean, Tyler finished 11th, so that's saying a lot. Kligerman 13th, he's in the 500 along with Justin Allgaier. The highest of non-Olympic cars not to make the 500 is Joey Gates. Heartbreaking for him, but he made the upset story. He could come back from him though, so give him that. Austin Hill, like I said, trying to make 4 wide at the end. Couldn't get down in the end until he missed the 500 field. Tough break for him. Chad Smith fell back late. He'll finish 23rd. JG Ely 24th. He was just a no-show, to be fair, so he won up the 500. And then Brett Moffitt, Roger Carruth, Alvin Alfredo, who is alright after the big crash. He got checked from the infield care center. He was alright, but unfortunately those guys will not make the 500 either, so tough break for them. And other drivers who struggled as well, SVG and Ross Chastain, both of them were just no-shows at all. Tyler Reddick was the only driver who really didn't show much speed. He finishes 14th. And obviously Chase Elliott got involved in that big crash in the back straightaway. He could only come back to finish 21st. So I don't know if he'll go to a backup car or not, but he might start at the rear to field 500. is to be determined for him though. That will do it here in Duel races, Duel 1 and Duel 2, fantastic races. Now we have our fire in the field for the Daytona 500, 44 car entries, ready to take on the High Banks Daytona next week. We'll see you on Daytona 500 for the Great American Race. But for now, this is us, Season Novak, sign out for now, bye.